Hi, my name is Sarah and this is Venti, and welcome to Move Movement Yoga. Today's video is going to be a video focused on arm and upper body. We're just going to be moving through a little bit of a flow. You'll need a block if you've got one, otherwise you don't really need to have a block. Maybe find something like a water bottle or something with a little bit of weight. We're just going to do a little exercise that's going to help us get into our shoulders a bit with the weight. Anyways, if you like this video, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a free and simple way that you can support free online videos. And if you want to contact me anywhere else on the internet, I'll also leave my Instagram and my Facebook page, and you can do so. Other than that though, just get yourself ready onto your mat and we will begin the class. So we're going to start in a seated position. Just have your yoga block or your alternative weight close by. And Venti's just going to be chilling out in the background. He's actually a rescue bird. I came across him on the street a little over a week ago now, and unfortunately his owners haven't appeared, so I have kindly adopted him, and I thought it would be really sweet. He likes to just hang out a bit, so yeah, he'll be in the video today. Anyways, let's begin in a seated position. Find whatever works comfortable for you. You can sit onto your knees onto your heels or in a cross-legged position. We're just going to start as per usual, just spending a couple of moments tuning into the body and into the breath. So as you arrive into your seat, allow yourself to settle into your sit bones, draw up through the crown of your head, roll your shoulders down and back, and just close your eyes. So just begin to breathe in and out of the nose. Just see if you can notice where you are right now in this moment. And as you begin to notice wherever it is that you are, to see if you also notice yourself putting any sort of narrative or label on how it is that you are in this moment. So sometimes we can feel, when we arrive at our mat, I'm tired, or I am not feeling this today, or maybe you're feeling, I'm so energized today. Whatever it is that you feel, I want you just to see if you can just feel it. So step away from the narrative of the mind, the thoughts of the mind, and just feel what it feels like to be in your body. To bring your awareness away from the thoughts and just to the subtle or gross sensations of your body. So keep breathing. Just see if you can begin to lengthen that breath, drawing it down into the belly. Feeling the collarbones expand as you really draw that breath up. And completely emptying through the diaphragm as you release your air. And if you feel called to do so, this is a great time now to set an intention for whatever it is that you might want for this practice or for your day. It's such a beneficial practice to get into, to get clear with what it is that you want, what it is that you're wanting to call in, or maybe even something that you're wanting to let go of. So just give yourselves a couple more breaths to focus in on that intention. And then when you're ready, take a nice long inhale through the nose. And open your mouth and sigh to release. You can slowly begin to open your eyes. And just notice as the light gently floods back into your vision. So from here, we're just going to take a little breath exercise. So what I want you to do, I want you to begin by interlacing your hands together. So you take an inhale, begin to round through the spine as you push your palms away, dropping your chin towards your chest. So you exhale, draw your arms up. Inhale, bring the arms down by the side, and then exhale, bring the hands to touch. Inhale, push the palms and round through the spine. Exhale, draw the arms up. Inhale, draw the hands down into a cactus shape, and then as you exhale, bring the palms to touch. Last one, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Slowly release the arms, and then just begin to extend them wide. So from here, we're just going to take a couple of arm circles. So just starting nice and small, draw some circles with your fingertips. Allowing the circles to get a little bigger. And then change the direction. You can be pretty playful with this. I don't know about you guys, but just keeping my arms up like this is already starting to invoke a little heat, a little energy. So hopefully you guys will enjoy, or maybe not enjoy, but can remain present through whatever it is that you're feeling. And then when you're ready, bring your hands back to a position here. Then sweep your arms forward, so keep your arms up, and then I want you to close your fists. So we're going to go for a count of 20, from closed fist to open fist. But when you open your fingers, I want you to spread them as wide as you can, almost further than you think you can go. So we're going to do that for a count of 20, starting with the fist closed. So ready? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your arms up. Take a long, nice inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then release your arms. Give them a shake out. And then this is where you'll either grab onto your block or your weighted item, whatever it is. We're just going to be transferring it between our hands behind the back to open into the shoulders a bit. So I'm just going to change directions so you have a better vision of what's going on. Little Venti's here, just checking it out. So when you're ready, you're just going to open your arms. So take your block or object in your right hand. You're going to bend at the elbows as you draw your hands behind the back. And then you're just going to nice and carefully swap it over to the other hand. And then we come back to the starting point. So let's try that again, going in the opposite direction. So this side for me is quite tight, so the transfer is a little bit trickier, but we're just working into the shoulders. So take a couple of rounds at your own pace. You can move slow or fast. Just experiment, feel it out, just find what works. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's pretty good for the coordination too, that one. I like that. Just getting into the shoulders a little bit. And then from here, let's make our way up into our tabletop position. So making sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, that your knees are underneath your hips. And then we're just going to move through some moving cat-cow. So I want you to spread your fingers nice and wide, ground down through the palms of the hands. I want you to begin to sink your belly, tilt your sit bones up, and then shine your heart forward. Then keep this shape, draw your hips towards your heels. Then as you inhale, round through the spine, draw your chin towards your chest, and come onto your hands and your knees. Exhale, sink the belly, shine the heart, draw the hips back. And let's just play around with this movement for a few rounds. Take it at your own pace with your own breath. It's not about how it looks. This one, when I introduced it at the start of the class, is always about how it feels. So just giving yourself some time to move intuitively. It's not about being a certain way. It's just about tuning into the body, creating this line of communication, just seeing if you can really drop in to listen to the needs of what your body wants. And offering your breath to the experience. Then when you're ready from here, we're going to come back onto our heels. So we come into our active child's pose, ground down through your hands, take an inhale, draw your chin towards your chest, wave yourself forward, and we're going to come all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes and make sure that the hands are either side of the chest. So we come into our little cobra pose here. Push into the tops of the feet, activate through your legs, push down into your hands, and then see if you can lift your chest just slightly. Because this is the first one that we're doing. Just take it nice and gentle. Then from here, I want you to pick your hands up. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades in. Keep lifting through the heart and keep connecting to your breath. Inhale, draw your arms forward. And then as you exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart up. 2 more. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, cactus the arms, reach the elbows back. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart up. Take an inhale, see if you can lift up a little higher. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down. Tuck the toes and let's push back into our tabletop position. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Draw your navel in towards your spine. When you're ready, we're going to move through our hovering tabletop. So take an inhale. And then as you exhale, pick your knees up and draw them up. So just keep your knees slightly hovering off the ground, maybe about 1 centimeter or 2. Don't become like me and get too excited, so really keep them nice and low. And then from here, you're going to take your left hand and draw it towards your right shoulder. Bring the left hand down. Right side. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Keep the knees hovering, ground down into the hands. And then as you exhale, drop the knees, sit back on the heels. Bring your hands on top of your thighs. Close your eyes and just take a nice long inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, open your mouth, sigh to release. Then from here, bring your hands a little bit more forward. So just a bit further forward of your shoulders. We're going to move through our hovering tabletop again, but we're going to find our hovering of our forearms. So I'll talk you through it all. So when you're ready, tuck your toes, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, pick your knees up. Then I want you to sit back towards your heels as if you're coming into a child's pose, but keep your knees lifted. Then come forward, find your hovering tabletop, then see if you can lower your forearms down, but not all the way down, so they're hovering. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come into your hovering child's pose. Inhale, come forward to your hovering tabletop. Exhale, hover the forearms down. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, hovering child's pose. Inhale, come forward, hovering tabletop. Exhale, hover the forearms down. Keep squeezing, and then nice and slow, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Sit back, bring your hands onto your thighs. Take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh to release. If you need another one of those, go for it. And then when you're ready, bring your hands forward, tuck your toes, and we're going to find our first downward facing dog. So just take a moment here to get grounded. Drop the crown of the head, keep a little micro bend through the knees. Just feeling into the shape. So I want you to spread your hands nice and wide, and as much as you do this, I want you to magnetize your hands towards each other and then push your hands forward away from the feet. Make sure that your ears are in line with your triceps and that you're drawing your hips up towards the ceiling. And we're going to hold our downward dog for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come onto the balls of your feet. Wave yourself forward and then find your high plank position. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, draw your navel in towards your spine. Reach out through the crown of your head. Reach out through the heels. Hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we lower through our chaturanga for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, upward facing dog, and hold with your toes tucked for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then from here, keep your right toes tucked, point your left toes towards the back of your mat. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, draw your left knee towards your forehead, round in. Then drop your right heel, and we're going to pivot into our side plank. Draw your left knee up, draw your left arm up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the left hand down. Draw the left knee towards the forehead. Then nice and slow, step your hand between your thumbs at the top of the mat. Take an inhale, rise. And we find our first crescent lunge. Keep your arms drawing up, shoulder blades down and back. Little micro bend in the back knee. Find your breath. Then from here, you're going to lean forward. Keep drawing your arms towards the top of your mat. And see if you can begin to straighten your back leg. And hold. Keep connecting to the breath. Then slowly bring your hands down and frame your front foot. Straighten both of your legs so we come into our pyramid pose. You can be on the ball of the back foot. Just draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, fold. Then from here, ground down through your hands. Come into the heel of the left foot. I want you to push into the mat so you find a slight rounding of your shoulders. And then see if you can pick up your left leg and keep it straight as you come back into your downward facing dog. When you arrive, just realign. And if you need it, take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Then we're going to hold our downward dog, really grounding down into the earth for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise into the balls of the feet. Wave yourself forward. Find your high plank. Round through your shoulders. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Connect your hands into the earth. Feel a buoyancy through the upper part of your body. For a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Upward dog. Keep your toes tucked for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point the right toes towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, round forward, draw your right knee towards your chin. Then slowly pivot to the left side. As you come into a side plank, draw your right knee up, draw your right arm up, ground down through the left hand. Find your breath. And then nice and slow, right hand comes down. Draw your knee towards your forehead, and then step your right foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, rise into your crescent lunge. Keep your arms up, draw your shoulder blades down and back. Nice, steady, even breath. Then begin to lean forward. So see if you can create this diagonal shape, but keep your arms drawing up. Magnetize your fingers towards each other and make sure your back leg and heel are engaged. Find that nice, steady, even breath. Slowly bring your fingertips down, straighten your front leg, find your pyramid pose. Really ground down through the toes, draw the feet towards each other. Take an inhale, lengthen through your spine as you take your eye gaze and your heart forward, and then as you exhale, fold. Make sure you keep a little micro bend in both of your legs. Then when you're ready, plant your hands, come onto the heel of the right foot, round through your shoulders, and then see if you can draw your right leg out while keeping it straight. Come back into your down dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale to release. So we're going to go through that once more, adding a couple of things on. When you're ready, inhale. We're going to wave forward, come into our plank position. Hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward dog. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the right toes tucked, point the left toes behind. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, round knee to chin. Drop the back heel and pivot into your side plank. Left arm reaches up, left knee reaches up. Keep a little bend in the right knee to help you stabilize the right foot onto the mat. Then nice and slow, left hand comes down. Pivot your back foot, draw your knee in towards your forehead, and then step your left foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Find a nice, steady, even flow. Keep your arms up. Then from here, you're going to lean forward. Push into your left leg as you float your right leg up. Find your warrior 3. Draw your navel in towards your spine and point through your right toes. Then slowly rise. Right knee draws up into the chest. Keep your arms up. Then hinge. Find your warrior 3. Then slowly drop your toes towards the back of the mat. Come into your crescent lunge. Find your breath. And we're going to move through that little flow twice more. When you're ready, lean, warrior 3. Inhale, come into your stork pose. Draw your knee up towards the chest. Lean, warrior 3. Slowly come back into your crescent lunge. Once more, lean, find your warrior 3. Inhale, draw the knee up, find your stork pose. Lean, warrior 3. Slowly come into your crescent lunge, and then bring your hands down onto the mat. Straighten your front leg, come onto the fingertips, take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, shine your heart forward, and then as you exhale, fold over the thigh. Then plant the hands round through the spine, come into the heel of the left foot, push into the earth, and then draw your left leg out. Come into your downward dog. Take a nice long inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, wave yourself forward, high plank. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Upward dog with your toes tucked for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point the right toes. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to chin, and then pivot to the left side. Come into your side plank. Reach your right knee up, right arm up. Keep grounding down into the left hand, grip into the mat, and then slowly bring the right hand down. Draw your knee in towards your chest, then plant your right foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Nice long inhale, nice long exhale, just to settle. Then when you're ready, keep your arms lifted, lean forward, warrior 3. Point through the left toes. Nice and slow. Left knee rises up. Find your stork pose. Exhale, warrior 3. And then nice and slow transition, crescent lunge. 2 more times of that set. Lean forward, warrior 3. Inhale, stork pose. Exhale, warrior 3. Slowly drop down, crescent lunge. 1 more, warrior 3. As you lean forward, drawing your navel in. Inhale, rise, stork pose. Exhale, warrior 3. Slowly step back, crescent lunge. Bring your hands down. Frame your front foot and straighten your right leg. Just keep a little micro bend in the knee. Come onto the fingertips. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands down. Come into the heel of the right foot. Round through the shoulders as you push the earth away. Step your right leg towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Then nice and slow, you're going to lower your knees down onto the mat for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt your sit bones, shine your heart, and then as you exhale, push your hips all the way back towards your heels. Then as you inhale, draw your chin towards your chest. Allow yourself to round forward. We come all the way down into our cobra pose. Untuck the toes. Squeeze your elbows in. Take an inhale, lift the heart up. And then as you exhale, keep the shape. On your next inhale, lift your hands by your side. Squeeze your elbows in. Keep squeezing. Then from here, see if you can pick your toes up. Squeeze everything into the midline. Take another inhale. See if you can lift up a little higher. And then as you exhale, keep the shape. On your next inhale, sweep your arms forward. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, draw your arms forward. Exhale, cactus your arms. Last one, inhale, sweep your arms forward. Exhale, cactus your arms. Puff your heart up. Reach through your toes. Reach through your heart. And then as you exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Push back into a child's pose. Just take a moment here. Then from here, walk your hands forward, draw your hips up. Keep the chest lifted first, so we're going to come into our puppy pose. But I want you to find an active puppy pose. So instead of allowing yourself just to sink down, I want you to find a little bit of a resistance. So as much as you allow your chest and your heart to come down, see if you can find a little pulling action. So pulling up through the armpits. If you want to take it a little stronger, come onto the fingertips. Keep the hips drawing up. And just allow the head just to remain buoyant in space. One last inhale. One last exhale. Slowly walk your hands back. Tuck the toes. And then lift the hips up, find your downward facing dog. Then from here, take an inhale, wave into your plank position. Draw your heels back, draw your navel in towards your spine. Spread through your fingertips, really grip into the mat. Feel the tips of your fingers become white. You find that activation. And then we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow your heels to drop over to the left. Stack your feet. Take an inhale, take your right arm up. Draw your right hip up. We find our side plank. So find your breath here. Nice and steady. Just feel into whatever it is that you feel and see if you can just drop the labels of what you think it should look like or what you think it should feel like, and just recognize how it is. The nice and slow right hand comes down. Let's pivot to the right side. Left arm reaches up. Left hip reaches up. Connect to your breath. Really draw on that breath to ground you down, to find your stability. Then from here, we're going to lower onto the left forearm. Forearm comes down. Grip into the mat with the fingers. Stack the feet. Draw the right arm up. Find your breath. Then transition to the right side. Right forearm comes down. Roll over the legs. Stack the feet. Left arm draws up. Then slowly bring your left forearm down and come into your dolphin plank. Keep gripping into the earth. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Reach your heels back. Find a slight rounding of your shoulders. Connect to your breath. And as you begin to shake, just see if you can find a little softening. Then slowly, slower than you want to go, lower both of your knees down. Sit back onto your heels. Bring your hands onto your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes. And just drop in. Just noticing whatever is happening within the body. And just seeing if you can take this moment to choose your breath. Then when you're ready, nice and slow, you're going to come back. This time we're going to bring our forearms together, our palms together, and you're going to make sure that your forearms are about shoulder width apart. So if you need to grab onto either arm, I'm lost for words here. Grab onto either arm, bring your forearms down, palms together. Then come onto your knees. Don't be too worried, we're not coming into a forearm stand. We're just going to work into the shoulders, and we're going to have the intention that as we move, that we're going to breathe into anything that we experience as intense, without any labels or judgments or expectations of how we think it should be, but just really welcoming the experience to be just as it is. So when you're here, push down into your forearms, push down into the knife edges of your hand, and push your elbows and your hands away from you. Then tuck your toes, take an inhale, and then begin to lift your hips up. Allow your head to come between your triceps. Just take a moment here, keep pushing into the earth, pushing the elbows and forearms and edges of the hand down into the mat and forward. Then from here, I want you to begin to work your chest towards your big toes. Then when you're ready, take an inhale, lift the left foot up and just step it a little bit closer if you can. Then from here, draw your right leg up into the air. I want you to point through the right toes, and then on your next breath, shift your weight forward as you come onto the toes of the left foot. Keep reaching the right leg up, keep pushing into the earth, keep drawing your navel in towards your spine. Feel your breath, feel the intensity. Then slowly release the right leg down. Step it next to the left, then take an inhale, draw the left leg up. Shift your weight onto shift your shoulders over your elbows and come onto the the toes of the right foot. Keep drawing the left foot up. Breathe into it. Take one last inhale, and then as you exhale, nice and slow, lower the left toes down. Drop your knees, untuck your toes, sit back on your heels, bring your palms facing up onto your thighs, close your eyes, and just drop everything. Settle into stillness. Then when you're ready, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, side release. Slowly, slowly extend your legs out. Plant the soles of the feet. Bring your hands onto your knees. Take an inhale, pull on your knees as you puff your heart up. Take your eye gaze up. And then as you exhale, round through the spine as you draw your chin towards your chest. Then slowly come all the way down with control onto your back. When you arrive, take your feet as wide as your mat. Extend your arms out, and then just allow your knees to drop over to one side. Take your eye gaze in the opposite direction of your knees and just settle into your twist. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, let's come towards the other side. Eye gaze goes in the opposite direction. Slowly come back through center. Draw both of your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Draw your forehead towards your knees. Just really give yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe roll out the spine. Then from here, just drop the back of your head. Take your arms and your legs up towards the ceiling. And we'll just find our little dead bug, so just keep everything nice. Just using that breath once again to ground you down, And then when you're ready, nice and slow, just bring your arms down by your side. Squeeze your legs together, point through your toes. Take an inhale, draw your navel in. And then as you exhale, lower your legs down as fast as slow as you want to go. You're just looking for length, reaching the toes as far away from the crown of the head as possible. Then take your feet out to the edges of your mat. Take your arms out wide. Windshield wiper your feet from side to side. And then just give yourself a chance to settle into our last pose, our Shavasana. Once you've gotten all of your little fidgets out, take a nice long inhale through the nose and really settle into a nice big deep sigh. Just clearing and letting go of anything that you don't need in this moment. Just coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Now when you're ready, you can begin to bring some gentle movements back into your fingers and your toes. Just take it nice and slow. Then on your next inhale, reach your arms over your head. Stretch your hands away from your feet, and then as you exhale, drop all of your weight. Begin to draw your knees in towards your chest. Roll onto your side, and then nice and slow, just begin to transition up into a seated position. When you arrive in your seat, just bring your hands in front of your heart in a prayer position. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just take a moment to notice the energy between the palms of the hands. Notice the energy throughout the rest of your body. What parts are lit in this moment? What parts of the body are having a conversation with you through sensation at this moment? Just give them your sweet attention and awareness. And then just coming back to the intention that you set at the start of this class. Let's see if we can take a nice long inhale together and then exhale to release. You can open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for being here today for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope as you continue to move throughout your days that you can come from a place of love and compassion for yourself, for the people around you, and the world around you. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Namaste.